Hello, hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. I'm known as Autumn around here. And my co-host, Boo Boo Zen Kitty, Bailey Boo, is not currently here at the moment because I walk in the morning and he gets tired sometimes and he wants to go lie down, but he wants to be with me and he can't do both. So he starts crying and crying. And that little squeak of a meow he has. Meow, meow. But anyway, he's very tired. So he's gone in the other room for a minute. Hopefully he'll show up later, but he's very tired. He's very tired and a little grumpy, poor little thing. Hello, everybody. Okay, let's get the show on the road. If you're new here, if you're watching the replay afterward, well, down pinned in the first comment, and then later on in the description will be a list of all the questions covered today and the timestamping. So you can just click on the number and go straight to what you're interested in. And do put your political questions in the chat in all caps. If anything's in all caps, it's kind of directed at me, so I know you're talking to me. And if otherwise, you guys just type normally, and because you guys talk amongst yourselves and you're really supportive of each other, which is amazing. Thank you for that. Also, speaking of thank you to our moderators. Oh my gosh, you are so sweet, and I'm so grateful for you. Seriously. Ricky's saying, hey, we go on strike if Boo Boo Zen Kitty's not here in 30 seconds. Well, as I'm going through the rest of this, as I'm trying to remember the rest of it, if I don't, I'm going to actually take my portable microphone that's in my ear. I'm going to walk into the other room. Hello, cuteness. How are you? Hi. Hey. How are you? How are you doing? Okay. If I don't acknowledge you or I don't answer your question, it is never anything personal. Oh, right over there. Yes, just lay on my shoulder. Oh, you're fine. And it's never anything personal. No, it's not. And I don't hold grudges, and I'm not mad at anybody. No, I'm not. I'm not mad at anybody. What a good boy you are. What a good boy you are. What a good boy. There we go. Good boy. What a sweetheart. Hello. Hello, good boy. Sweetie, you're a good kitty. Yes, you are. Ricky, Autumn, I was kidding around. I know. But he needs to rest, so he should rest in here. I like being near him. Anyway, okay. What am I missing? Thank the moderators. Thank you guys. That's the most important. Don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That's good. Got that. There is time stamping, and 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which is an ongoing thing. All of my projects do that 10% to an established charity. And oh, well, so I can think of at the moment, but I'm sure there's something. Oh, look at that big yawn. Look at that big yawn. That was adorable. Okay. Oh, and the small bit of housekeeping today is that I'm on Instagram now. Oh, Melissa's saying my cat, Mr. Smoochie, thinks you're talking to him. Mr. Smoochie. I love that name. I love that. Saw a cat today online whose owner is a animal behaviorist, and she's basically trained the cats to use these buttons that they step on when they want certain things, and it's very clever. Anyway, all right, so there's that. So I'm going to scroll up to the top here. I'm going to look for any of your questions and anything in all caps. Show. Oh, Connie, thank you. Look at the cuteness. Connie's saying, hello, beautiful chat buddies. I'll be listening from the garden. Kristen from Uncover the News is here. Excellent. Hello, Kristen. And now the news from Kristen, who is on top of it. On top of it. News, Trump-loving FDA spokeswoman booted from her job after just 11 days? Really? Trump-loving spokeswoman. Now that's interesting. Whoops. I'll just do that. Let's see here. Also news, California gas station got hundreds of thousands in relief money before buying pro-Trump billboards. Oh, grief. Okay. Also news, ex-Minneapolis officer Derek Chauvin, asked judge to dismiss murder charge against him in the George Floyd case. Yeah, good luck, Spiff. Slime. Anyway, news, more than 500 visitors to Nevada have tested positive since June. Makes sense. I'm telling you, people, stay home. Stay home. News, New York City tenants say they have no idea video they filmed would be at the GOP convention. Yeah, that was just wrong. But when has that ever stopped Trumps from doing anything? Pammy, will there be another rise in the virus after the convention? Yes. I don't even need to read on it. And it's nothing, if I sound just like, oh, it's not you. Trust me, it's not you. It's just, I get the same messages from my guides over and over and over with a bullhorn. Stay home, stay home, stay home. Well, yes, but no, stay home. Well, but stay home. Wipe down your groceries, stay home. Okay. You go out, it spreads. You stay in, it doesn't. Yeah. Oh, I saw a tweet. I've retweeted it, but I have not had a chance to, it was almost to remind myself, because I have not had a chance to look it up. But someone has tweeted that Ingraham let slip that Trump's brother died of COVID. So, okay. Okay, Kyle is asking, should Biden be getting, I'm sorry, is it Kyle or Kylie? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I think it's Kyle, but people spell things different ways, and I hope I don't offend you. Should Biden be getting out there more? Trump went full 2016 in front of his mask, mask idiots, in New Hampshire yesterday. Will these stunts give an electoral edge? Well, let's have a look. Okay, and I also had a question that was sent to me privately yesterday that I just someone really wanted to ask, but for some reason they just decided they don't want to ask publicly, so that's fine. White House Rose Garden, did they install any type of Putin back channel under the walkway? They said they buried TV cable so people wouldn't trip. It was my first thought. Never would have thought that with any other president. I would say, of course not, but look who we're talking about. Pammy's saying, will Eric go to jail for not testifying? I looked at him the other day, but maybe we should check in again. I watched Johnny's video this morning. I love that tarot screen backdrop of his. It's beautiful. He was looking at Trump in September, and he wasn't seeing much. It was like, really? Because I'm seeing a chunk. That doesn't mean I'm right. It's the consensus. It's generally the consensus among readers that is most likely to happen, because we're all reading on the collective energy. There can be changes in wording. Maybe I'm wording something badly, or it could be. And please never think that if I'm getting something different from other people, or I bring it up, please never think I'm like, I'm superior. I'm not. And if anything, my first instinct is to say, okay, how did I screw up? I screwed up. How did I screw up? So Johnny's great. Johnny's absolutely great. Anyway, he wasn't saying much though. That was interesting. But will Eric go to jail? Did I put that down here? Sorry. Chatting. Okay, so I've got that down there. Good. Okay. Kristen again. News. And now the news. 2 headlines. Leonard Cohen lawyer considers legal action after on-sea using the song, oh yeah, Hallelujah. Yeah. News. Trump International Hotel in Vancouver closes permanently. Schadenfreude. Yes, that is what I am feeling right now. That is what I'm experiencing right now. Did the RNC manage to convince Suburban vote that it's safe to give him a second term? All right, well, let's have a look at some of these. I have been looking at some of these questions recently, but I'll see I'm putting them on the list, and then I'm just going to go by my intuition, which ones we cover in what order. So, Pammy, will more Trump property go bankrupt? I'm understanding the money's drying up for them. Oh yes, let's hope so. But Kathy's also asking, how upset is Trump with the low rating compared to Biden? I feel like there's something interesting there. So let's have a look at that. Like he's very upset, but he's also so fixated on the violence. It gets his testosterone up. Ugh. Nothing wrong with testosterone, just his. Kristen has a great breaking news. Belarus strips press credentials for 4 journalists. Oh. Gene, will Trump be caught red-handed trying to steal the election? Let's ask. What do you think, cutie? What do you think over there? Good kitty. Very good kitty. Sure. Okay, and hieroglyphic, hey. Will there be legal consequences for Kushner and team choosing not to help with the infections in Democratic states? I don't think so. But let's see. It's pretty awful how protected people in office are from facing consequences from their actions. States. I know what you meant. Kristen again, Lincoln Project tweet. There's something wrong with Donald Trump. He has trouble speaking, walking. He's weak. Why aren't we talking about this? Trump is not well. Feels like a non-issue. Among voters, it's not going to gain traction. That's what it feels like. It's like him saying Biden's weak. It's not going to have an effect. Because I haven't picked up that something's going to happen with his health that I can look again, but I haven't picked up that there's something's going to happen with his health that's going to change people's minds. They're already hiding so much. But let's have a look. I'll add it to the list anyway. Let's see. Okay. All right, and it's getting on here, and I need to get to the readings more quick. Pammy, hey Autumn, happy Saturday to you and Booze and Kitty. Thank you, Ricky. Okay, there you go. About the kitty. Maria, will Mary Trump's audio have a certain effect on turning off people, having more votes for Biden. Let's have a look. Let us look. All right. Steve, you noted but didn't read on Helmet. I still don't know who that is. Let me see. Julia, in future, will there be former Secret Service tell-all books written about working with 45? No. Okay, Helmut Norpoth, born in 43, American political science professor, primary model, forecasts presidential elections with great accuracy, and predicts a landslide win for Trump. Well, I'll have a look. Secret Service tell-all books? No, because if anybody, it would future presidents, would be afraid that that would happen to them, which is they really can't do. Sorry about that. Ricky saying on Instagram, cool. I'll follow you there. Thank you. Oh, give us your IG name. Is it Autumn Black Orange? Something like that? I think so. I'll have to look. I'll have to put it in. I don't think it's in the Patreon and Twitter. No, I haven't put it in the description box yet, but I will. Robin, will Trump take a drug test he suggests Biden take? No. No. Linda, how come they put several more trillion in the stock market, no stimulus package for the American people? Because we have a socialist country, but it's corporate welfare. We don't actually live under straight capitalism, which is good. But no, they've decided that it's socialism for corporations. That's why. And the owners of those great big companies spend a whole lot of money on politicians. That's why. It's disgusting. Anyway, hey, Kristen's back. Okay. Why did the FBI destroy Robert Trump's records? There was a FOIA request for them. They got back. They were destroyed. Okay, yeah, we're going to start with Robert Trump. And Maria saying, no, Autumn, other readers see a worse September for Trumpy boy. TikTok. Okay. How will September be for the Trump kids? Okay, these are good questions. So let me start reading. 23 hours ago, that raw story. Well, raw story is saying FBI says it may have destroyed records on Trump's brother. Okay. Well, that's frustrating. I was hoping there'd be some good, you know, some good details there, but okay, I'm not going to be able to get through all of these, but I'm going to try. All right. Save. All right, I just need to choose a deck. What kinds of things are we covering today? Feeling like Gilded again. Yeah, I think it's because there's so much symbolism in the Gilded deck. I don't know why. Okay, we are at 20 in a bit. '21. Why did the FBI destroy Robert Trump's records? And also, did he... If I didn't get your question, I'm so sorry. It's nothing personal. Oh, great. Okay, I followed you on Instagram, Autumn. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. If you know my Instagram name, so there were some other people asking, and I hate to say I don't have it right offhand. Oops. Do let people know till I can get it in the description. Oh, he was not. I mean, he was not well. He was not well before he died. Whew. Whew. And it doesn't. Trying to, because it wasn't. Didn't they say he had he had like a heart problem or something? I think he did have a weak heart, but I'm not getting the kind of that I usually get when I read on people who've had heart attacks. For what it's worth, which is probably not much, but for what it's worth. Thank you, guys. What's your name on Twitter, Renee? Oh, it's in the description. It's in the description box. Thank you, Renee. I'm getting more drowning than extreme lethargy. I'm getting more drowning. Normally, when I read on somebody who's had like a heart attack, I get the pain down the arm and but I'm getting a dull fighting for breath feeling. Oh, thank you, Ricky. All right, Trump's brother. First of all, bless your soul. You're gonna need it. Sir, what did you die of? It feels like he crossed over and like gasped for air, like breathe. That's what it feels like. Is anybody else getting anything like this? Dave's saying the way people die depends on how they've lived, how much time they've spent in meditation. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it certainly, what level you are at energetically has a huge effect. Yeah. Judgment. You can see everything he did. Normally I don't read on people who have just passed over, or rather I don't reach out for their energy specifically because I don't want to disturb most of the time, 99% of the time. You don't want to mess with people who've just crossed over. They're being helped, they're adjusting. There are what I call trauma teams on the other side who are very there to help them. They've got family there, people who cared about them who've passed on, and it can be very, very delicate. But and he's still very much adjusting. It's all new, and he's still a little bit discombobulated, but he knows what he did. He knows what he did. And it almost feels good to talk about it, to try to talk his way through it. Ace of Cups. It's a whole lot of water, people. Trump the man, over top, more water. Strength in the middle. Strength in the middle. He's okay. He's okay. That's all. That's all. It's trying to send a message. I'm okay. I'm okay. King of Cups. Seven of Cups. People. Let's see. Hang on. Let me see if I can hold these and you can still kind of see them. All right. Here's the thing. Someone has just passed away. Right? Question. Did they have a heart attack? Did they drown in their own fluids from, say, an illness? You get these cards. Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, King of Cups, Seven of Cups. Gee, I wonder. I'm reading on Robert Trump. And then this, Trump feels that if it got out, Democrats would use it against him and be celebrating that something like that struck him so close to home. And not, Robert himself is kind of saying, I'm all right. It's also, he's amazed at how just overwhelming the illness was. That man had a heart attack. I will eat these cards. Okay. Why did they destroy his records? Fluid in lungs. Yep. Yep, Allison, that's what I'm getting. All right, why did they destroy his records? Why did they destroy Robert's records? Okay, because he died, yeah. Maybe it's how he died, but that's a big old death card. Five of Swords, insult to injury. Ace of Pentacles, Hermit, Eight of Pentacles, Justice. They used the excuse that he passed on, but I think the reality, because we've got insult to injury, he was bullied by Trump, but he was part of the whole Trump money mess. Even if he wasn't, even if you know, Donald's not. Let's just say he's not the world's best brother. And the worry is this is the work card and then the justice card. So it would be used, the potential it could be used against Trump in some way. And they just said, nah, he's gone. Destroy the records or something. Anyway. All right. He did have a weak heart, but I could not possibly have crammed any more. They could not possibly have crammed any more cup cards into that reading on him. Water, 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 fluid, 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 and fluid. Anyway. All right, we are at 31. What's next? What's next? All right, 31. They, in the White House Rose Garden, they said they buried TV cables so people wouldn't trip. Did they install any type of Putin back channel or something that would be used as a Putin back channel? I would say no. I would say no, that's ridiculous. You know, too many people would know it couldn't be done. Yeah, I don't put anything past anybody at this point. How sad is that? All right, so what they covered up in the Rose Garden after cutting down the trees. I mean, if you were going to say, okay, what would be the Trump philosophy of gardening? What would that be? It would be destroying the environment, so cut down all the trees and take all the color out of it. White House Garden. Is that now a part of a Putin back channel? Oh, and kill the bees. Exactly, Renee. Knight of Wands. Honestly, what I'm getting from this is Eye of Sauron. We'll see. Lovers, Temperance. Oh yeah, Trump hasn't been going out and talking a great deal about his, the loves of his life. Two of Cups, partnership right in the center. Two of Pentacles that would weaken him. Four, quiet as a tomb. He has other ways to talk to Putin. But he's been backing away a lot, and other Republicans have been really pushing back for a long time on how much he talks about Putin. Right now, he's missing his boyfriend. His mob boss, whatever you want to call it. Considering Trump himself said they fell in love with Kim Jong-un. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Nothing at all. There is something very wrong with falling in love with murderous dictators. That's just me. Okay, so hello cuteness, a little breathing pillow. All right. Oh, you're so good. You're so good. All right, I don't know what the time is. It's so soft and warm. He's so soft and warm and sweet. I don't want to take my hand away, but I need to do the reading. You're so good. Okay, 35. All right, 35. Should Biden be getting out there more? Should Sammy's saying those cards are beautiful, Autumn. Oh, thank you. The link is in the description box. This is the Gilded Tarot deck. Oh, Cat Shepherd, soft and warm, groom, groom, groom. I agree. Okay. All right, with the electorate. Yeah, there are actually, Michael Moore is saying that we are underestimating the enthusiasm of Trump voters right now. Bill Maher, for what it's worth, says that we are underestimating the enthusiasm of Trump voters. Not that he's got his finger on the pulse of America, but should Biden be getting out there more? Five of Swords, insult to injury. Okay. Full. Hanged Man. Five of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Well, according to this, it feels like if the election was held today, the Republicans would be able to keep hold of the Senate. These are Pentacles. These are the Republicans, but it's the card of the miser, the card of the lack. It's there. There's some, but there's not a ton. People really are suffering. People really are suffering. And next, I'm getting the next I should read on Trump's financial situation because it's a thing. Let me see here. If he's here. Should Biden be getting out there more? Should he? There was a great recommendation I saw. I'm sorry, I don't know who said it, but somebody was saying that no, he should leave the talking to Kamala. Mystical Marina, I said earlier in the chat, so many of my friends and acquaintances are speaking out in support of Trump. I'm nervous. All right, well, we'll look at that. We'll look at that. It's okay. Should Biden be getting out there more? Five of Cups. Disappointment. Eight of Wands. King of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Five of Wands. It seems that way now. Things are about to change for Trump. Sometime between now and election is what this feels like. There's a lot coming at Trump from an investigator. A lot. It's just a matter of time. Then we got a big old Justice card. Major Arcana, all capital letters right in the middle. Justice, Major Arcana, big capital letters. It's kind of what the near future. This is what's coming. This is what's being set up. TikTok, Justice, and then Rancor, anger, or not anger, like a tussling back and forth, arguing, but it's human level, smaller, trying to get their footing back. This is against Trump. So we're worried right now, but Hmm. 2018 midterms were a blowout. Trump has only gotten more horrible. I hope people are keep voting blue, says EY. Yes. October surprise. I'm hoping we don't have to wait for October, but I'll take it whenever. We've been hearing that for a year, though, Susie points out rightly. They keep dragging it out. 66 days until the election. Two of Swords. Decisions. Okay, that's what's coming. That's the election. So this is before the, it says before the election. High Priestess, Sword of Truth communicated. Using this, it feels higher wisdom, bringing the Sword of Truth and communicating it out. Eight of Cups, witnesses, this is evidence. Empress, Queen of Pentacles, there are lots of Republican voters. Death in the center of this reading. Burden. Burden and retirement. These are his voters. These are American Republican voters. And they're watching a lot of their friends pass away. And they are carrying more and more of a, as the economy's bad and what have you, they're carrying more and more of a burden into their retirement, or through their retirement. The fear-mongering is actually fairly effective. You know, if you, but in trying to convince, because my parents are Trump supporters, so I talk to them all the time. So usually not about this, but yeah, they watch Fox News, and so I unfortunately have more exposure to Fox News than I want. And they're just drumming down on violence. Police are being attacked, and just ignore why these people, why these African Americans were shot. Oh no, it's the police are being attacked. The police are being attacked. They are just pounding. Oh, Ewat says, my parents too. We've had some words. I've questioned their critical thinking skills. Yeah, it's kind of pointless. At least that's my experience. Okay. So that's what I'm getting there. Okay, 44. Let's nip through this. 44. Will Eric go to jail for not testifying? Let me see what I've got here. Will Eric, let me reach my energy out. Yeah, even Aunt Mary said of Eric, apparently, on the recordings, that Eric's dumb as a rock. So, he's a little bit puzzled, but mostly his family gets away with everything, so he shouldn't have to worry. He shouldn't have to. His father doesn't, his brother doesn't, his sister doesn't. They do what they want. And Ace of Cups. And his father's gonna be furious if he does. But they're crafting. They're gonna hold him Is he the one they're talking about holding in contempt? What is Eric's thing again? I'm getting it mixed up with Pompeius. There's so many of these people who are indicted, should be indicted. It all starts to blur together. Okay. He's refusing a subpoena. Is it a subpoena to testify, or is it a subpoena for records, for both? Do we know? So the way for Trump to leave has got to be some legal and financial entanglements from plus some help from intel and technology, probably. Okay, he's pleading the fifth. Because he won't testify. Okay, so he's not testifying, he's pleading the fifth. You can't be sent to jail for not testifying. True. Ricky, I did see that about what Mary said about Trump. But he's not going to go to jail for not testifying. Eric, what's going to go on with Eric? He's the canary in the coal mine of all of this stuff that they have coming for the Trump family. And they're countering the Trumps are countering every thing coming against them with, enough lies to counter everything. 10 of Wands, that's burden, but it's also court cases. 6 of Swords. I know these are swords, but it's like spiriting money overseas or something. Secrets. Secreting money away. Oh, they've done some illegal stuff. I mean, that's not exactly a shock, but Eric is a sacrificial ghoul, Renee is saying. Yeah. You can for ignoring a subpoena. Okay, government, institutions, Knight of Swords, investigators, the world, 2 of Pentacles. It's investigations. Oh, I need something to clarify there. Investigating 80 deals overseas, or money coming from overseas, which kept them solvent. Nine of Cups. Sun, Ace of Wands, Judgment. Yeah, but when? When are they going to bring something? When are they going to take action to bring something to light that will lead to judgment? And there's so many other things, including, isn't the emoluments case going forward? There's COVID stuff that's a problem. I think we're feeling very desperate right now. I think we're scared. But what this is saying is that what it seems like right now is it's going to change. You know, and if I mean, Trump's going to go out there, and there's so many documents, there's so much evidence, there's so many witnesses. Um, yeah, if you're thinking this is over, that we're doomed and the election is just going to go for Trump, and then remember that in Trump world, how exhausting he is, because it's always one scandal after another, after another, after another. 66 days of increasing Trumpiness. Eight of Pentacles, Emperor. The Emperor working in a way that makes happy Democrats. So the strongest thing I'm getting out of that is Eric is the canary in the coal mine. And he just pleaded the fifth to not incriminate himself. I'm also getting keep heart. Take heart. Take heart. It's not over. All right, we are at 52. Okay, this is a good question to ask now. Did the Republican National Convention manage to convince suburban voters and others that it's safe to give Trump a second term? Because right now we are, if anything, if I'm going to read on this, as a matter of fact, I need to like block out the kind of despair people are feeling on the left. Oh, sweetheart, it's okay. So let me try to get my energy above the despair, to see over, to reach my guides and see over. Okay. All right, the frustration in the country is boiling over, and it's not helping that astrologically, this whole rest of the year, we've got Mars, god of war, squaring Pluto, god of the underworld, who's traditionally a higher octave of, Pluto's traditionally a higher octave of Mars. They're both about power. And it's going to move forward, and I think it might retrograde at some point. And so there's a whole lot of anger in this building. Okay, so it feels like a bubble. It feels a little bit like a bubble. All right, so okay, first of all, did the RNC, did the convention help Trump with voters? Page of Cups. Not with young voters, it didn't. They hate him. Overall. Not all, but most. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, sitting pretty. Justice. Seven of Pentacles, fruits of labor. It certainly helped his ego. Oh, it set up his children to be heir apparent. That's Junior and Ivanka, heirs apparent. Okay. Marcy is saying, remember, we cannot be scared. We need to be brave and go out and vote him out. I agree. We need these young people to vote, though. There's going to be a lot of voting. Caligula Jr. I agree to it. I like that, Kathy. Be happy and smile. Trump doesn't like it. Okay, so does Trump just continue on from now through the election? Just sweeping his way toward the second victory? Or is he going to fall on his face? Okay, strength. King of Pentacles, disappointment. This is Trump, Trump the businessman, the corrupt businessman, disappointed. Magician, Ten of Cups. As angry as people are, as much as people are being riled up with anger about demonstrations and all that stuff, people still haven't had a stimulus check, second stimulus check, and they're losing their homes. And okay, Asintawa, we may be headed towards civil war. No, we're not. The Dems only have butter knives, or you'd be trampled. No, we wouldn't, and we're not. We're not going towards civil war. We're not. We're not. We're just not. Sword of Truth is coming. Truth. Pen is mightier than the sword. Because what I've got in the center is all of Trump's. I mean, look at this guy. Look at the look in his eyes. I mean, does this look like a trustworthy person? I rule the world. Yeah, and the world's looking really sickly, and the energy's looking sickly, and Trump, the corrupt businessman, disappointed, but he's going to do whatever he's going to do. But on the side of the Democrats, you have them working together. You have them stepping out more than they used to, refusing to accept racism, bringing the sword of truth, and that sort of truth is equality. He looks like Charlie Manson. I'm not going to do that today, Kimberly, but do bring that up in future. Do bring that up in future. It's a good question. I just have a lot of questions today. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen as far as the balance between? Let's do Biden here and Trump here. Let's do the balance between now and election day. All right, so let's do. I've got Trump's energy. Let's do Trump's energy between now and November 3rd. Sick to his stomach. Queasy. All right, Biden between now. Energized. Little tired, but energized and My gosh, I know he's a politician, but man, he's so decent compared to Trump. His energy is not just, he's still a politician. They don't tend to have great energy, but his is pretty darn good. Nine of Swords, lots of worry, lots of worry. All right, let's look at Biden here between now and election day. World, Three of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands. Well, he definitely has the party behind him. The party is definitely united behind him, and that's powerful. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Sorry. But this is an action taken. And it builds. Thank you. It builds. Action taken that builds. The party is absolutely united behind him. Okay. Trump between now and the election. Knight of Swords. Those are investigators. Six of Pentacles. It's the generosity card, but it's also giving little bits of money. Chariot. Swift movement. Sun. Well, he has his base. But this is Major Arcana right here. Chariot and the Sun. I didn't get any more information on this. Is this what he's planning? Is he, or is this, he's just going to go out there and he's going to be Trump. He's going to, Wheel of Fortune. It's just a matter of time. He's not going to win, guys. He's not. I get scared too, but it's just not. Trump's a fool, heartbreak, rancor. I mean, this is his presidency right here. This is what he creates. This is what he thrives on. It's good. It's just a matter of time till it comes out. I mean, till he does something that's, again, just so beyond the pale. That's so beyond. Oh, hey, Becca, how are you? He still has some Republicans who have given their fealty to him, but there aren't as many as there were. Holding still, temperance. He doesn't do temperance. This is Donald Trump we're talking about. He doesn't hold still. There's nothing on this earth that could temper him besides extreme sedation. Maybe a food coma. That's it. Seven of Wands on the defensive. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands. All right, so basically what I'm getting is things will come against him, but the one thing do not expect him to show any shame. No matter what comes up, he is not going to, he will never respond the way we want him to, with shame. He is incapable of shame. He is incapable of empathy. You could do absolutely anything to him, and they could bring out every last thing. He will never. Part of the reason we are heartbroken is because we are wanting to see humanity in our leader. And he's just not going to show it. And it's sad. And it's hard, and it doesn't compute in our brains because we believe in decency. But is enough going to come out to, will more stuff coming out affect people who would vote for him otherwise? Is there anything that's going to come out between now and November 3rd that will change the minds of anyone who would have otherwise voted for him? Hang on, let me reach out for the energy. Yeah, we know he has no shame. That's not the point. There was even, I shared that video the other day, the comedian who was talking to all the different Trump supporters. And one of the smaller reasons I wanted to share that was the woman who was saying that she knows Trump didn't do anything wrong because he isn't showing, I can't remember how she put it, but basically he was showing no showing no shame, showing no doubt, showing no, that any, this idea that we are hardwired with is if somebody's done something wrong, that they're going to show signs of, oh gosh, I shouldn't have done that, or I'm going to get in trouble. No, he is incapable. All right, but is stuff going to come out? Financial, legal. He thinks he's in charge of it, but he's so slimy. Okay, right now he's fortunate. He thinks he's going to win, but there's disappointment right at the center. So it feels like the election disappoints him, and so in the lame duck session, he decides he's going to try to do something raw. I'm the emperor, I'm the important, and it's just going to completely blow up in his face. So is it something comes out about Trump, or is it just the sheer numbers of people voting? Gonna have, what is the election going to be like? The other thing to remember is you are always going to give the other side more credit than they deserve. Even Trump himself has said something about, well, those Democrats, they always stick together. They have, iron discipline and sticking together. And it's like, I'm sorry, what party are you talking? Are you talking about my party? And we see on their side, and it looks unstoppable. But those are celebrating Democrats. Democrats celebrating. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Magician. All right, lots of people voting. Where you go in and like the stickers, the I voted stickers, I mean, no, this isn't literally going in, but it's like little by little by little, everybody doing their thing. Some people having, if not businesses reopening, but there's some kind of festive atmosphere. hard to believe at the moment. Republicans feeling like they've got it, they're fine, but they're coming up short. They're coming up short. Four of Pentacles. Magician. What's up with the Magician? Fruits of labor. Okay. Oh. Voter suppression. Burden. Worry. On the defensive. Well, they definitely are going to pull out all the stops to try to limit votes. Are they going to succeed? I've not once gotten that they're going to actually succeed in what they're trying to do. Okay, people's decisions, that's fine. It's the voting. 8 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's going to be, they're going to try different shenanigans to suppress the vote, but it's just not going to work enough. There are just too many people voting to really mess with it. Uncover the news. Kristen saying, just in, Trump intel head refuses to meet with Dems on election security. Surprise! I'm shocked. Thank you for telling us. I do appreciate it. Linda's got to go. Okay. Well, let me ask a 3-card message for us, and then I'm going to go as well. But I will be back tomorrow. Do not despair. Do not despair. Thank you for your help, Kristen. Thank you. It's not that bad. It is not that bad. It really isn't. There's not going to be... Okay. 3 cards. Is there going to be a civil war in the U.S.? In 2020, 2021? Is there going to be a civil war in the U.S.? 3 cards. No, there's going to be a whole heck of a lot of court cases. Okay. Magician. 8 of Wands. 7 of Cups. There's going to be a lot of court cases, and there's going to be a lot of Trump spouting nonsense. But oh, look what's right behind it. The Sword of Truth leading to the 10 of Swords. And there's Pelosi right behind. All right. There's not going to be a civil war. There's not. Right now, you've got to remember that Mars in the sky is square Pluto, and it's putting everybody on edge. You get that buildup of Martian energy, martial energy, of looking for release. That's why a lot of people who say have their sun, their sense of self, and Mars in their chart in the same place, conjunct, they really need outlets like dancing or martial arts, or it's because they have all of that energy, and that's kind of what we're dealing with now. Only we're not used to it. So, message for us, please. 3. Okay, just a little message for us before we go. Breathe. Okay, breathe. Just breathe. If you stop and you just look around, oh, look at that cuteness. Where you are is probably fairly quiet. I agree, Kimberly. Love is the most powerful energy in the universe. Kathy saying, smile, be happy, everyone. So, a message for us. Thank you, Steve. Use your higher wisdom. Okay? You're not alone. Victory? We think that if we know everything, that it will help victory. And there certainly are. So there's so much. Whew, there's just so much evidence, so many things people have seen. But there are people crafting things against Trump behind the scenes, and we have each other. There is work going on behind the scenes. There really is. Study and work behind the scenes. Lots and lots of it. So it starts over here with Trump's victory. But there really is so much else going on. And over here we have Democrats working together. We are very powerful. Hope is very powerful. All right. Hang in there. All right. Hang in there. You're not alone. And I will see you wonderful people tomorrow, okay? Thank you for being here. Thank you to our troll slayers. My gosh, we have the best moderators anywhere. Thank you. Hang in there, just breathe. Coco's a nice thing. Just take a few minutes, just relax some time today, and we're gonna get through it. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you.